Okay, so we have the 4 times 10 to the third plus 2 times 10 to the third. We didn't have to do anything with our exponents. We know that. This ends in the ones place, or this has 1 sig fig. This has 1 sig fig, yes. So our answer needs to follow the rules that it can't have any more sig figs than the one with the least number of sig figs, so there's nothing to think about. So I think we just wrote down yesterday, 6 times 10 to the third, yes? Okay, so now let's look at something that's not scientific notation. Let's say I have, you might want to pull out your calculators for these. Let's remember, can't go, or can't be more precise than the least precise number in the problem. So when you have one of these, and you know that it's addition or subtraction, the first thing you want to do is stop and look at where they end. If I look at this one, I'm going to underline them. This one ends in what? The thousands, right? This one ends in what? Alexa, what would that be? Right here, what's this? What placeholder is the 8? Like the 2 is the ones, what placeholder is the 8? Well, what is this right after the decimal? The 9. What? If this is the ones, what is the 9? Like, this is the tens place, this is the ones place. Do you know what that place is? No? What? Okay. Okay, so, Whitney, what is the 9? What placeholder is that? That's the tens place. So if that's the tens place, what's the 8, Olivia? Okay, so this is the hundreds. Then if I go to the next one, Braylon, what's that 4? What placeholder is that? Tenths. So you don't really have to write all those things down. Then I look at it and I go, oh, this is the thousands, this is the hundreds, this is the tenths. Which one of those is the largest, Brandon? The tenths. So my answer can't go any farther than the tenths place. So let's punch it into our calculator and see what big number we get. Okay, I'm going to write down what I got, see if yours matches it. 20.953. Yes? Alyssa, you good? Yeah. Okay. All right, so now this answer can only go to the tenths place. So, does the 3 make the 5 round up? No. Does the 5 make the 9? Yes. So this becomes a 0. This becomes a 1. So then my answer would be 21.0. Whoops, with proper rounding. Now let me give you another one to try. See if you can do it on your own. Okay, now see if you can solve that. Following the rule. Find your last placeholder, figure out where you have to end. You're looking for the last largest placeholder. Okay, so let me ask this question first. What is the largest last placeholder, JT? What place? The thousands. So this one goes to tens, hundreds, thousands. This one goes to the tenths. This one goes tens, hundreds, thousands. So which is bigger, a tenth or a thousandth? What? A tenth. So the largest last placeholder is a tenth. So my answer needs to go to the tenths place. Tenley, what did you have for an answer? What?
I didn't quite get it. I was confused.
What were you confused about?
I didn't know what you did with the largest last. Like, what is, did you just add those? But I didn't know.
You just
said
add,
that's
yes.
how you know.
All you're doing is adding them up and then looking for the biggest placeholder.
Yeah, and that's how you round.
What'd you get? 1,523.669 is what my calculator says. Did I punch something in wrong?
Oh, I was just rounding, but that's.
Okay, so you were rounding, so this would make this a 7. A 7 would make this a 7, correct? And this would make this a 4, if I was only going to the ones place. But I want to go to the tens place, right? So I would leave it 1523.7.
Why don't you just round the 6, like the first 6, and the.
No, you've got to start at the back of the number and round. This 6?
Right.
Yes, I did round it to 7. Like, look at this, 1,523.667. That's the whole answer. So I want to start from the back and work my way forward to the position I need to be in. I need to end here. So my 7 rounds this to a 7, and then this 7 rounds this to a 7. Okay? Questions about that? All right. Let me give you a subtraction one to try. And listen, if you don't understand something, ask a question, please. Don't have me ask you a question. You go, well, I don't really understand. I don't know if you don't understand unless you ask me questions. So let's try this. 10 to the, no, I don't want to do one of those. We'll do 9.47 minus plus okay, try that. And then what we need to talk about, we'll talk about. I can't help you if you don't ask me for help. Question, Tenley? Okay. Yeah.
So when we were, oh wait, actually, never mind. Oh wait,
Okay.
so after we take the after the decimal point, right? Like that's the largest like place it is. Like we were doing.
Well, let's talk about that. We might as well start talking. We don't have to, we just look at what we have. We have, what's this place? This is the hundredths, right? This is the tenths. What place is this? Ones, and over here I go all the way out to the thousands. Which one of those is the biggest? The ones. So where does my answer have to end, Bailey? The ones place. Bailey, what do you have for an answer? Yay, 19. How many of you had, oh, you did? Good. Now what's your question?
Like, what if you had like, what if it was like 19.47? Would it go to the 10?
19, if I had 19.47, this would become a 5, which would then make this become 20.
Yeah, but if you had it in the equation, how would you
Oh, if I had 19.47?
Like, would it go to the
No, no, but if I just had like a 10, well, no, never mind. I don't want to do that to you. If this was 19.47, I still end in the hundreds place. So it doesn't matter that this is 19.
It's whatever it ends.
It's whatever it ends in, yes. You punch the whole thing in, you look for your biggest ender. Let's do one that's got something like that in it and see what we have to do to it. Oh, plus. Okay, try that one. First find your largest last placeholder. And then solve and round to that placeholder. When you have an answer, stand up. Oh, Whitney. I found this. It says Enos on the back. I'm thinking it's yours.
Yeah.
I'm glad you gave her that calculator. That
Thank
just
you.
reminded me. Yeah. I forgot it. I always put them away because I don't want somebody else to take them.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, find somebody to check with. Did you three get the same answer?
Yeah.
No, I've been going.
Okay. Okay, come back. Let's talk about it because I hear some like, what? You got what? Okay, so this is what my calculator said. Is this what your calculator said? You might want to keep that, Mace. Yes? Okay, so does a 4 make a 7 round? No. Does a 7 make a 5 round? Yes, so this becomes 7.6. I have to be in what place? The ones. So what does this become? 8. Raise your hand if you had 8. Okay, we're making some progress. All right, now I'm going to flip the switch. We're going to go back to multiplication division. See if you can remember what to do. 312.8 times 42.3. So, when I flip to multiplication and division, what do I have to look at now? Who can tell me? Okay. Here's my question for you. Did we do any like this, or did I only show? Okay, so let me show you these. When you have ones like these, and not any scientific notation involved, when you have, I'm going to call these whole numbers. Whole numbers. You count the number of sig figs in each. Your answer can't have any more than the one with the least. So we'll do this one together. I couldn't remember if we got to this or not. So when I look at this number, 312.8, how many sig figs do I have? 4. I've got 4 here. 42.3, I didn't give you any zeros. I was nice. Has how many, Bailey? 3. And then I go, okay, which one's less? 3 is less. My answer can only have 3 sig figs. Now I punch it in my calculator, and let's write down the whole thing we get. $13,231.44. Okay, and I can only have 3 sig figs. See if you can put that into 3 sig figs. When you think you have the right number of sig figs, write down your answer and then stand up. Do we need to talk about it? Yeah? Okay, let's talk about it. So, I can only have 3 sig figs, and I've got a lot of numbers here. I just killed my marker. So what I always do is I look at where would 3 sig figs be. It would be right here, yes? The 1, 3, 2? I look at what's behind it and say, is that going to make that round up? No, it's not. So I write that 13,200. It's major rounding. You can't just drop part of it off, because if I were to write 132, that's not the same number. I have to put those zeros in. All right, let me give you another one. You can try to work through it. We'll do, won't make it too hard, 76.00 times okay, now see if you can work through it, and then we'll talk about it. Start by seeing how many sig figs each have. When you have an answer, stand up. I guess I should get an answer. Okay, check with someone around you. Cannot read this. Okay, check yours with mine. And then let me know if you have questions.
I got 530.
530. Here's what my calculator reads. 31,536.504. So I need 4 sig figs, yes? Because this one has 4 and this one has 6 they use. So 4 would be right here. Then I look and go, okay, does this 6 make it round up or down? The 6 will make this round up to a 4, which is how I got 31,540. Okay? So, it's the smallest one. Yep, you have to go with the least amount of sig figs. Okay. I'm going to give you another one, see what you do with it. I'll give you a division one. Let's see. See what you can do with that one. Question, Bailey?
I don't think he does.
It is 0.005. What are you going to do first in this problem? Multiply and then divide.
Did you write that whole thing
What?
down? Did you write- I got like really.
Let me punch it in my calculator and see what I get. 792. Yeah, it's going to be a little number. Okay. Is that what you guys got? Maybe I need to punch it in again. No, because I put 762 instead of 792. Did you get something kind of close to that?
Yes.
Point one? Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So, where do I have to end this thing? What placeholder? The tens place. Good. So, here's my tens place. Let's look at what's behind it. I have a 7. What does that do to my 1? Rounds it up, so I have 0.2. Didn't even know that was on. Apparently it hasn't rung all day. I'll just decline that. Spam risk. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know it was on. Point 2. Now, Alyssa, I see you're looking at it like you're confused.
Well, okay. The amount of significant digits I got was 3 because it was.
Ah, okay. So we had 4 here, 1 here, 3 here. Yeah.
That's where never mind.
Okay? All right, let me give you one with the addition and subtraction stuff and see if you can remember how to do it.
Oh, at least you did.
You can do that without a calculator. It's addition, so flip your brain back to what we were doing before, or flip your notes back and look at what we did and see if you can do it. 3,768.95 plus 1,000.0000. Went all the way out to the 10,000th place. Find your largest last digit, and then do your math. Yeah? Look, I could add that without the calculator. Where do I need to end, though? My answer's not right yet. In the hundreds. So I need to end right here, yes? So I should have 4,768 and 95 hundredths. No? Well, this is the hundredth, so I don't have to round anything.
So you don't even if you don't, if like.
No, because you're not worrying about how many sig figs you have. You're worrying about placeholders. You're in addition. Your last placeholder can't go any farther than your your largest last placeholder. This one edited the hundredths. This one edited the 10,000s. Yes. Everybody see that? I can't go any farther than the one that's the biggest. The tenths is bigger than the 10,000ths. That's why I took my answer. I'm saying the tenths. I should be saying the hundreds. It's my fault. This should be the hundreds place. This should be the 10,000ths place. I can't go any farther than the hundreds place. Good? All right. Now, pull the paper out that I gave you yesterday.